Hi guys, welcome to One UX One. Today we're going to talk about content writing and what do content writers do. Content writers create engaging, relevant and simple language for websites, apps and any interactive products that users use. UX designers do that role as well, but it's also a full-time career where people actually just write content. Some of those people come from a marketing background, but you don't have to have a marketing background. So what do? They tell the story of the business or the organization, and they do it in the language used throughout the website, throughout the pages, throughout any communication with the end user. They will make sure and review the language that's used. For example, instead of writing click, they may write follow. Just simple words like that make a big difference psychologically to the user to encourage them to click or use a service. They also look at headings, H1s we call the big headings, H2 the smaller headings, H3 the text itself, and they look at how long it is, can it be revised. It's not just about grammar, but can it engage the audience. So that's what content writers do. UX designers, because we work with a lot of text on some websites and web forms and apps and software, we have to get that content of the text correct so that users appreciate and are easy. It's easy for them to follow and use. And the simplest and best example of that is the government design system, where it's plain, simple English and any complicated words are removed to allow accessibility. So people with special needs or people who may be dyslexic or have trouble understanding certain grammar, part of content writing is keep the language as simple as possible. What should content writing do? It should inform the user very easily what this is about, i.e. this is to apply for a driving license, this is to get your passport, this is to buy this product. So it informs them of what it is, it educates them if it's a blog, if it's a website for information, it educates them in a simple way where they can follow, read, and they can even follow through if they want more information and they know what to do next. So it gives them next steps and it engages the reader so they really appreciate the writing and the content. So it's just the right length of information that you might need. So for example, e-commerce websites like Amazon, they don't need a lot of text, so that it has to be really concise and precise. Other websites which are informative, maybe it's a charity or a social enterprise where they're talking about the homeless or the youth or any project where they need to explain it, that content writing is longer, but it has to be exactly precise to engage the user, maybe to encourage them with a call to action to donate or volunteer or sponsor, whatever it might be. So that's really a key. Another bit of content writing that is a real important quality is to build trust with the user. So what you're writing impacts them in terms of how they trust you and your product. So it's really key to build that trust in the wording that we use on the website or the product itself. That language tells us how the company thinks, what their ethos is, what their values are. It's really key to get that right. You can see a lot of marketing errors where companies have got the content writing wrong, or they try to be humorous and it's backfired. So especially in the world of political correctness and the cancel culture everywhere, it's really important to have a good content writer that understands people's needs. It's also used for things like blogs where you're talking about specific products or services or items. The other thing to really note about content writing is that you're not working in silo alone. You have to engage with the UX designer, the product owner, your project manager. Everybody has to get involved because everyone's input. We don't have all the answers. If you're a content writer, you won't have all the answers. You want to, for example, on Slack or Teams, share the sentence or the heading and get other people's opinions because somebody might come up with one better than yourself. It's all about teamwork, but the writing is product orientated. So it's, for example, if it's about healthy eating, you want to promote healthy eating, you talk in a language that promotes the healthy eating. So you highlight the features of your food product that people will engage with, when it's low in processed foods, chemicals, or what it might be. So that content's really important that it's written in that way. So you share that conversation with your colleagues to get the right content writing. And again, the other bit is to write in simple words that explain things in the shortest way possible with the correct grammar, i.e. simple English which people can understand. So if something is complicated, then we remove that, whether that's perfect grammatically, that sometimes doesn't even matter. If the user can understand it, then we go with that. So it's all about understanding user needs and use UCD, user-centered design, even in content. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I'll see you on the next video. This is 1UX1 helping you become a great design professional.